So good morning, what's up? We back again in the garage. We're gonna get Mamalona that I have right here working. So let's see what we'll give ourselves into. ¿Cómo andamos? Buenos días. Ya andamos otra vez en los videos. Me trajeron una mamalona que le vamos a arreglar unas cuantas cosas. Primero vamos a ver qué es lo que tiene para arreglarle. Ahorita les voy a enseñar. First things first, we're gonna open it and see what are we gonna get ourselves into, because we need to fix a couple of things. So with that being said, let me show you a little bit and then we'll go straight to it. So aquí está la mama whiskey. Here's the truck. We're gonna raise the gas tank in the back 2 inches on the front and in the rear. We're gonna do the fuse box relocation, remove everything they redid to do that. I believe I had to weld some other things, but on top of my head I don't really remember. But let's start with the most important thing is under the hood. So let me open it and we'll get started. All right, took off the wheel, quitamos la llanta. Un puto desmadre. No, bien de esto, viejo. Ahí está. Está abierto. No mames. No. Gotta fix that. Okay. First things first. Vamos a comenzar a desconectar desmadre medio a lo pendejo. Y luego vamos a quitar adentro de allí para ver qué tanto cablero podemos sacar para estirar este va a poder ponerlo derecho. So déjame pongo a averiguar esto y a ver. Let's see what I come up with. So took out that stupid ground because you don't need it grounded from here to there, which this doesn't have a light. And then I was moving this, and right now there's a short here because there it is. Yep. Okie dokie. So for sure we need to fix that. I popped the fuse right now, I just heard it. So let's uncover all this mess to fix it. No mames. Let's see how good we can see. There is a wire there that is cut, and that's what's shorting out the truck. There it is right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this whole harness out, fix it, and then we need to trim this out. There should have been a grommet here. Luckily, I took out this boot. And we're gonna use this grommet to make that hole straight, put it in there, fix that wiring, and then we have to mess with all this. And how about first things first, let's get into that. It's fucking crazy, dude. So what I'm gonna do is I could cut a hole, I mean any size realistically, because we're gonna use this. I'm gonna use the grinder to cut, and then I could get the like a little saw and cut around a little hole. But yeah, that is a big problem. I don't know why people do it like this. I mean, that's all exposed, as you can see here too. That's a fire waiting to happen. Like, no mames. I'm gonna have to tell them, because you could already see that that's focus. That's cutting into it. See? So yeah, that should have had a grommet. But let's take care of this to fix that wire. Aquí lo traigo. And get this Mickey Mouse out of here. So, lo barato cuesta caro. Do it right the first time so you don't have to deal with all this and pay multiple times. So yeah, right now we're gonna clean all this shit up, put it where it needs to be, make the bracket. But first things first, we need to fix that fucking thing because it's making it short. And I'll pull out the wire right now and I'll show you guys from that side. But let me cut a hole so we can get these connectors through, so I can fix it on the other side. So we still have that wire mess. I already was able to fix all these. And I got more slack, as you can see. And then I'm gonna get some tester tape and tester tape all this shit to make it look good. Right now, we're dealing with all these Mickey Mouses here. So as you can see, this has tape coming out of it. It just twisted it on that side too. Gonna solder it, and then we're gonna put some heat shrink on it para que quede al 100. Yeah, see, aquí estaba pegando el wire on the firewall. You can see it's exposed. So let me fix all this, and then hopefully the tester tape comes today. We'll tester tape all this all the way that way, and we'll start working on relocating the fuse box. So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have to fix this one, I think it's this one, and one more over here. So gotta peel all these to make sure, and then we'll test the tape it. So time consuming, but I vamos. So once I get test tape, it'll look nicer, but I put a rubber grommet on it. Ahorita I have to stuff this inside there, so don't judge me on that yet. We have to fix all these now, as you can see. So I'm gonna fix these, and then once I get tester tape, I'm gonna tester tape all this, make it look all cleaned, and then we'll stick this on that side. Right now I'll call my boy Jonathan to see if he has the bracket that I need for this, so when it sits in here, and then I'll cut the bracket and we'll install it. So let me start getting these cut and fixed, and we'll pick it up right now. All right, so day 2 yesterday was a fucking headache. I'm still waiting for the tester tape to come so I can make it look legit. However, I talked to my boy Jonathan from the junkyard, and we were missing this part. We need this part. If not, I can't do the relocation kit for the fuse box. So we definitely need this. And then he also wants me to replace the blower motor, but it's the housing. So I went to go get that too. Shout out to my boy once again for coming in and getting the parts that we need. So with that being said, this right here, I'm gonna trim it. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. If it works for you, yeah, at least you get a little tip. So let me show you guys. Let me turn this around. So basically, this is the only part you need. Right now, I am going to trim this here. I'm going to trim this here. And we're gonna locate this, depending on how it goes, somewhere about here. So let me start cutting this off, and I'll show you guys right now. So after you're done, this is pretty much what it looks like. I am gonna sand all this down. I went also got the bottom plate that I'm gonna weld to. So that's pretty much what it's gonna look like. Once I have the cover piece, it should be somewhere about here. So, and then I'm still waiting for a tester tape so I can make all this. So you guys saw yesterday the wiring mess that I had. Went ahead and fixed all that, and the inside of the cab too. Got it relocated over here. Right now I'm gonna clean the frame so we can get the bar that's gonna go there to weld it where it's gonna go. I'm gonna disconnect this power right now, this one, and then mock it up here, and then tack everything. Once everything's tacked in place, paint it, finish doing the tester tape, clean all that up, this side will be done. So with that being said, let's mock this up. So como ven, viejos, ya hice, así se debe que cortar, se corta. No sé si lo traducí en español, pero se corta porque este es el único lugar que vamos a usar, y ya agarré hasta acá voy a lo que siempre hago, y esto va a ir por aquí, y le vamos a soldar una barra de aquí al chasis. So ahorita nomás voy a limpiar para poder saber qué es la distancia que hay que hacer ahí, y ahorita los ponemos a soldar, viejo. So I didn't vlog it, but there it is. And this guy wasn't holding the camera, and this guy just barely came. He we barely pulled that. But that's what it looks like from the bottom. Chihuahua burger? And go to Car Jr. and get a chihuahua. But right there, I go leve. I'm gonna just modify the top. I did start it right now, and then call it a wrap on this. Editing the footage of the fuse box. Thought my boy was holding the camera, but he was sitting there playing games, I think. So really catch a lot of what I did. It just shows how it ends up being. But let me just show you guys. It's already done. There it is. It's all clean, ready to go. Truck runs and starts, no problem. Right now, what we're gonna do is finish welding these brackets that somebody did from right there. And they put rib ties, or not rib ties, they put rib nuts on them. Let me put this down. Don't want to get copyrighted. He put rib nuts on them, and we're gonna weld them because when he drags it, it messes up. So I'm gonna show you right now. Let me get the welder out and get this mamalona ready to go. How to fix this? I fixed it. So I'm not gonna show you guys right now me putting all this back together. I was gonna do the back, but there's just so many things that are messed up that I have to redo, and I'm gonna be leaving here shortly for a trip, and honestly we'll do that when we come back. He's gonna get those two cross members that I need so we can get this mamalona ready to go. So yeah, right now I finished doing this. I already plumbed everything back how it needs to be. Run the lines on the top. So yeah, with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next time. Shoo, güero.